Canva introduced 15 new apps to the marketplace this month, and in this video, I'm going to review the 3 best ones. I mean, the 3 ones that I find the most interesting. That's obviously biased. Hey, what's up folks? Ronnie here, your go-to Canva guru. This is episode 8 of Hot New Canva Apps. This is the full list of the apps that were introduced to Canva this month, to the app marketplace. You can see a bunch of them, 15 to be very precise, and not all of them were very good, to say the least. So I am going to focus on the 3 best ones. And out of these 3, 2 kind of do the same thing. So I didn't want to leave you with like too little in this video, so I'm going to throw in one of my all-time favorite apps. That will be the 4th one that I'm going to review at the end of the video, so make sure you watch until the end. And enough talking, let's discover the first new app. The first app we are going to review today is called Read Bulk QR. All right, so Read Bulk QR, the promise is to generate numerous QR codes effortlessly with a single click. So yeah, this is an app about QR codes. So let's get to the app section right here. So my app tab right here in the object panel. And I'm going to type in Read Bulk QR. So here it is. It looks like so, little QR code here. The title is a little bit weird. Read Bulk QR. So as you can see, the app has a very simple interface. So one single window right here in which you can paste your different URLs. So the purpose of this app is to help you generate or bulk create QR codes. So we are going to need a couple of URLs. I would say at least 3 different URLs right here to paste in that box. Okay, so the project I'm going to be using that for is the different playlists that are available for the members of our YouTube channel. So I have brought some screenshots of these different playlists, and these playlists contain our exclusive courses for the members. So we have the first one, the DALL-E Master Course, right here, 7 videos. We have the No BS ChatGPT course, we have 4 videos, and we have the Canva for social media. You can see a little padlock icon right here that I created in the title of this series. And the series are right here on YouTube. As you can see, they are members only. So you can see the thumbnail, the description and everything, but if you're not a member of the channel, you won't be able to play the video. So I made this little Canva design right here for the members, for them to access that content. So what I want to do is to generate a QR code for every one of these playlists. So I'm going to paste the 3 different URLs right here. So I have copied them. Let me paste them right there. Okay, so I have my 3 bit.lys right here, and they are in the same order. So the first one is the DALL-E course, then the No BS GPT course, and the Canva for social media. So what other options do I have here? I have 2 different color boxes right here for the pattern of this QR code, so the little squares that I will be seeing on the QR code, and for the background. So if you click on any of these 2 boxes, you can change, you can customize these colors, which is cool. I mean, I could probably use my branded colors. Unfortunately, I don't have access to my brand kit colors from here, but they do let me enter these hex codes manually. You see, I can easily do that from here. So that's a bit of a bummer. I would have loved to access my branded colors. I mean, I could try to find a pink that kind of looks like our branded pink, something like that, but it won't be the exact same color. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna go with this pattern in pink, and the background color, I can change that to any color I want as well. Let's stick to white, and I'm just going to add the 3 QR codes to my design. There you go. Canva has generated these 3 QR codes right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what I'm going to do is to move them here in the corner. And you see, I don't really see which one is which now because I've moved them already. So I will have to scan them individually to actually know which one is which. And I'm going to do this right now with my phone right here. All right, so I'm going to use my QR code scanner, come close to the first one right here. And this one is up. Correct. That's the DALL-E master course. So it's correctly placed. That was luck. Let's scan the second one. This one is the Canva for social media, which means this one is the last one. All right, so there we go. I have reordered these different QR codes right here. And once I'm here, I could customize these QR codes further. I like to give them a border style, which is different, like a rounded corner. So I will go here and add 25. Once I am at 25, I can use the paint copy style button right here, the paint roll, and simply, style my QR codes. If I want to slightly rotate them, like minus 15%, can do that as well. And have you seen, when I was using my phone, these are working absolutely properly. So there we go. Now I have this one slide right here. I could publish this as a landing page, a little Canva website. I could have like a public view link to give access to the members of our membership to these 3 exclusive courses or playlists on our YouTube channel. So this is just one example of what you could do with bulk QR to create QR codes for multiple products or multiple services that you might be selling. So I could see a real use case for that. Or let's say you are selling Canva templates, for example, on Etsy. Or let's say you are creating digital product like courses. You could list all of your courses. You have physical product in your store and you want to have QR codes for each of these products. This is a great way to bulk create. You could copy all of the URLs from an Excel spreadsheet, for example, paste them in there. You have up to 10,000 characters, which is a lot. So you can really go and create a bunch of QR codes. The only thing is that once they are generated, I don't see which code is which. So this is a little bit of annoying for me because I had to kind of scan all of them. And this was only 3. Imagine I had 100. So yeah, that could be a bit of a problem. Something else I want to show you about this app. When you click on the 3 little dots right here and click on the link right here, so created by QRD, dynamic QR, if I click here, I will land on this simple website right here that kind of does the same thing as the app in Canva, though it has a couple of more functionalities, okay? And it has to do with these little guys right here. Let me show you. This time I'm going to use a different URL. This is my Skillshare profile, okay? So for anyone who wants to visit that profile and see what are the classes that we are proposing on Skillshare. So there you go. It's a Skillshare kind of like shortened link. Okay, so I just pasted it here and I'm going to click on generate the URL. So there you go. I have the QR code right here. And now I see here a few different options. You see, I can customize the eyes and the dots of this QR code. You see how everything is changing here from the traditional squares to like rounded squares to this little like pointy square right here and pointy square in the other direction. I can also customize the smaller pixels on my code by going to dots like so. And I can also modify the background and the actual color of the dots, okay? So if I want to change this for one of my custom colors, I could go for a green, for example, for the dots. I'm gonna paste the hex code right here, and there we go. I have generated a green QR code with dots and little pointy eyes right here. Okay, that is good. I'm gonna download this QR code. There we go. It's here in my downloads. And here it is. This is the QR codes. All right, and now I can bring that to my design. I'm gonna click on it right here, reduce its size slightly. I'm gonna put it here for now. Okay, I can also obviously round the corners. Okay, let's do this in a matter of consistency. There you go. And once again, I'm gonna grab my phone and just try scanning this QR code, make sure it works. I'm redirected to Skillshare, it's loading, and there you go. I should see my landing page and my invitation for a free month of Skillshare via my teacher link. Perfect. Here's my profile. Yep, everything is working correctly. So there you go, guys. This is the first app, Read Bulk QR. I'm gonna give this one a 3.5 out of 5 rating. I think it's a great app. I think it does what it's supposed to do. It has a few shortcomings though. I like that it's free, that it's easy to use, that you can bulk create the creation of your QR codes. However, in terms of shortcomings, I don't have the links to attach to the QR code, so I don't see what is what when I have multiple multiple QR codes on the page. I cannot use my branded colors to fully customize, or at least use a color picker to just pick a color from my design. Don't have that possibility. And yeah, that's pretty much the two main shortcomings I can see here. I love that we have access to the little website as well. That gives us a little bit more flexibility with the extra customization options of the design, the look of the QR code. All right, guys, this was the appetizer in terms of QR code, because this month Canva released a bunch of apps related to either barcodes, but since I don't have a barcode reader, I'm not going to review this one. It's called Easy Barcode. If you do have barcode reader, this might be for you, though it's a paid app, paid in the sense that you have a free trial for 7 days, but then after that, you will need to have a license to generate these barcodes. So I'm not going to review that. They have another one for dynamic QR code, but this one requires creating an account with the website. And this one with the dynamic QR code is called Unicode. Okay, so again, because I don't want to create another account, I'm not going to review this one either. But I have found another like batch QR code creator, which is actually better than the one I just showed you. And it's called QR Batch. All right. So QR Batch, the promise, generate batches of QR codes quickly. And I'm going to review this one a little bit quicker because basically it does the same thing. It just doesn't have all of the shortcomings. So QR Batch, there we go. I was talking about Unicode before. QR Batch is this one right here. So click on it. It looks like this, like the green icon code. So it works exactly the same way. You have to paste your different URLs, up to 200 URLs, okay? Copy and paste from Google Sheets or elsewhere. So I'm just going to bring them all at once. There we go. If you give me a sec, I'm just gonna copy the same 3 QR codes. So for the 3 course playlist that you see here on screen. All right, so from here, I do have the same options to customize both background and the foreground of these QR codes. I'm gonna stick with this. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go very classic. I'm gonna go for the white background. I'm gonna go for white background and black foreground. Oh, okay. I need to make sure, there you go, a very classic QR code. And if I continue scrolling here, I can see that I can add a logo to my QR code, which is very cool. Okay, so you can click on the choose file button right here to add a logo to your 3 QR codes. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go for a profile picture that I have. Let's say this one right here with my face. Let me show it to you. So it's a PNG photo of me. There's no background, so this should look great on the QR code. All right, so logo size. You see it's represented here. It's very small, only 10, size 10. Let's go 30. Now it has my face around it, so that looks good. Add this QR code to my designs. Yes, I'm gonna add the 3 QR codes. So there you go. I have the 3 QR codes right here. All right, so I'm gonna put them a little bit around my visuals right here so you can see them. I'm gonna resize them all at once so I can start using that. And what I love here about this app, that's what makes it better in my opinion than the previous batch QR, is that I do have the URL. So I can see what each code is all about. I don't have to scan them to start like knowing where to put them. So this one is the No BS ChatGPT course. So it's this one. This one is the Canva for social media. And this one is the DALL-E course. So once I know where they go, I can ungroup and simply get rid of the text like so, because it's a simple text box. So there we go. I have saved myself a bunch of time, and now I can position this where they need to go. And there you go. I have a QR code with a customizable logo right here in the middle. And obviously they still work. And I'm going to prove to you that they work with my phone right here. I'm going to scan, I don't know which one I scan right here, but I scan one of them, like the No BS ChatGPT course. You see it's right here. All right, so this is QR Batch. I'm giving this one a 4 out of 5 rating. Okay, I think this is the best one. This is the one to go with. And I still wanted to show you the previous one because, as I mentioned, like this month is a little bit poor in terms of quality apps that have been added to the marketplace. So I thought these two are interesting. I wanted to show you the difference. Maybe you can judge by yourself, but I believe QR Batch is the superior QR code, batch QR code creator right here. All right, moving on to the next app. This one is called Carousel Studio. And the promise here is to grow on LinkedIn with eye-catching carousel. Enter a topic and generate a beautiful looking 4-slide carousel ready to be posted on LinkedIn. So AI generated carousels for LinkedIn, I'm all for that. So let's see how good this is, if the carousels actually make sense. It promises eye-catching carousels, so maybe they will generate some images for me as well, not just text. I'm not sure. Let's first find the app. It's called Carousel Studio. Okay, Carousel Studio. There you go. This is what the icon looks like, but since I am going to design for LinkedIn and a LinkedIn carousel, I should probably swap document size. This is a presentation that I'm using here, that you see here. I do have an Instagram post kind of document right here, which is more appropriate for a LinkedIn carousel because they tend to be squared, or you could go LinkedIn post size, like it's really up to you. But I'm right here with a 1:1 aspect ratio document. I'm going to be using this one for this demo. Okay, so you can see Carousel Studio is open right here. I just need to enter a topic. Okay, it gives me a prompt right here, how to build a strong personal brand. I'm going to replace that. Since it's for LinkedIn, I'm going to go for what makes a great resume. Research topic. So the AI is going to do its thing there. So there we go. I have 4 slides generated here, with each of them has a headline and then there's a little bit of text, not too much, just the right amount for a carousel slide, I would say. So the 4 points that make a great resume: clear and concise, tailored to the job, quantified achievements, and professional formatting. Now, obviously, I have to give you a warning here. This is AI generated content. I'm not a huge fan of doing things this way because this is usually vanilla or generic content. So you could use that as a base. I would probably use that as a base, but not just like that. Also, I don't particularly create this kind of content myself. I much prefer a YouTube community post with some personal photos of ourselves, or like a story or something more, I would say, personal. But I mean, if this is your jam, like, this could be a good base to work with. So if you are happy with this, and you can customize any of these text or headlines, it's really up to you. But let's say you are happy with this. So you could click on Generate Slides, and the app is going to create 5 new slides, with the first one being kind of like a title slide. So what makes a great resume? You see they are generating the slides 1 by 1. I don't see any design on the slides. I don't see any images either. It's just purely the same text content that has been generated here in these text boxes. Okay, so I think it's done generating. So there we go. What makes a great resume in 4 steps. It's not even centered. So like the content is there, but the rest, not really. So kind of like a so-so experience so far, but I do have the content. And since content goes together with design, what I could do is to use some Canva templates that I like for LinkedIn carousels, for example, and try to pour that content into a template that is already looking great. So the way I would do that is simply to go to the design tab, okay, and search for LinkedIn carousel. There you go. Now I should have a bunch of cool templates that are LinkedIn ready and carousel ready. So you see, for example, this one, tips for creative writers. This is what it looks like. It's pretty cool with the arrow going from one to the other slides. How to stand out on your accounts. Okay, let's use this one. I'm going to click on this one. So this allows me to see all of the slides. Okay, I can add them 1 by 1. So first, second, I'm adding them 1 by 1 because if I add all of the slides to the page, like apply all 8 pages, it will erase the content that already exists on this document. So I will lose the content generated by Carousel Studio. All right, so I need one more right here. Doesn't really matter if I have twice the same because I'm going to pour some text. So the first one should be this text right here. What makes a great resume? So if I double click on this text box right here, here and paste, you see I should keep the same typography, which is already pretty cool. Text box number 2. All right, slide number 2, tailored to the job, tailored to the job. And I could quickly reorganize this, so tailored to the job. All right, and pour the rest of my text that has been generated by the app into this template. So like that, you can simply pour the content into a template and come up with something good looking, like very quickly. And now you have a post that you could potentially post on LinkedIn. Obviously, you need to go all the way. So this is 2 out of 4, and then you would have 3, 4. If you want a conclusion, you can write a conclusion as well. But you see what I've done here? Like I have very quickly generated some content and used the Canva template to kind of mix all of that together, create some content for social media. That was based on only one prompt. I mean, you could have fun with this. How to build a strong personal brand, what makes a good CV, how to make money with Canva, how to build authority in your niche. I mean, I've prompted a bunch of different things with this app. Like I told you, the content is not groundbreaking. It's kind of generic, but it does provide a base for you to work with. That's how I would recommend you work with this app. So all in all, I liked Carousel Studio, but I didn't love it. Didn't love it because it's still AI generated content. I still probably am not going to be using that for my own personal brand or business brand because it's not good enough. So I'm giving this a 3.5 out of 5. What I liked about it is that it's easy to use. You get a quick first draft for your content, like a good base to work for. It's not only for LinkedIn, like they say. I mean, you could use that for Instagram, you could use that for your YouTube community feed. So yeah, creating Carousel, not just for LinkedIn. And it's also a great tool to use in combination with the Canva templates. And if we look at the cons of this app, well, obviously content is too generic. There's no visuals on this app. So what about my eye-catching slides or eye-catching carousels that they were promising on the app landing page? This is not eye-catching at all. I mean, if we come back to what has been generated out of the box, there you go. There's an example right here, slide 3, 4, and 5. It's not eye-catching. I mean, that's kind of like the opposite of eye-catching. It's like eye-closing or whatever. All right, so yeah, no visuals, and I wouldn't recommend you use only that, only AI to generate your content. Now, as promised at the beginning of this video, I have one last app I want to share with you. And this app is one of my all-time favorites. It's not a new app. It's not an app from this month. It's not even an app from this year, I believe. It's an app that has been around for a very long time. It's called Brandfetch, okay? The promise of Brandfetch is to easily add brand logos to your design. So for me, this is almost the perfect app. Why? Because Canva has some flaws. Like Canva has some things it cannot do. And one of them is to have a bunch of different logos in the library. They used to have some, they removed them for copyright purposes. And now they have an app, Brandfetch, for like kind of bridging this gap of not having all of these brand logos. So if you're someone like me who uses different platforms for working, like YouTube, Skillshare, Udemy, etc., it could be PayPal, it could be Etsy, it could be Shopify in your case if you're selling products, you don't find these logos in Canva. So you kind of have to go to Google, find them and bring them along, which is not really first legal, second good, or third easy. So yeah, let's go ahead and find the app. Okay, so Brandfetch, there we go. It looks like this, little B. So when you click on it, this is what it looks like. You have a few examples of brands. So let's use Canva, for example. When you click here, you have different variations of the Canva logo. And you can click on them to bring them to your design. There you go. I have the Canva logo right here in the square format. If you want the word mark, there we go. I have the Canva word mark. Black and white, everything is right there. The app also has some verified brands, and you would recognize them by the little check mark, like the blue check mark. Like Canva has one. A bunch of different like well-established brands have been verified. So those verified brands also have, on top of the logos, colors, like their brand colors that you can simply copy or add to your design, but also images. In this case, I have kind of like a banner, like the "What will you design today?" from Canva, okay? So that's just one brand, that is Canva. Okay, when you go back to the app menu, the root menu, you will see your latest searches. Okay, so for me, I work with Udemy a lot. So Udemy, I can easily find the Udemy logos. And again, I have the box logo right here, the word mark right here in different colors. Let me make some space here, make that smaller. I can delete the Canva ones. So you can use that in your design. And I do that all the time for our thumbnails, for YouTube, for our community posts, for our social media content. Yeah, so colors, images, there you go. I have a bunch of different assets related to the brand, okay? So again, it saves the latest search in the root menu right here. Let's find another one like Apple, for example. You see Apple is verified here. I have the Apple logo, colors, images. That's great. Yeah, pretty much anything you can think of. PayPal, you're selling with PayPal. There you go. You have your PayPal buttons. You have the little app button. Everything is here. And I know this is not going to change the way you use Canva, but this is definitely bridging a gap. This is definitely offering me some options when I need them. All right. So for that reason, I give Brandfetch a 5 out of 5 rating. That's right, 5 out of 5, baby, because this is a perfect app. I don't see anything that it's missing. It's easy to use. All the major brands that I use are there. I have the choice between different logos, and most of the big brands also have their brand colors and some visuals I can use. So what more can I ask? 5 out of 5 for Brandfetch. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, guys. Let me know if I forgot anything. Like this month, 15 apps, not a great catch in my opinion. Let me know if I missed some of them from the list of 15 that have been published this month that you like, but that I might have skipped or reviewed too fast. Let me know in the comment section if I forgot some of them. And that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna leave you with our playlist of the other episodes of hot new Canva apps if you want to catch up on what's in the marketplace.